Hello everyone, welcome to the Security Center practical series. In today's session, we will study three parts. The first will be regarding examining Telnet and SSH in Wireshark. The second part is investigating an attack on the Windows host. The third is investigating a malware exploit. So, these are the software resources. The host OS will be Windows 10. Then in case we have also the guest OS as Kali Linux. And in case if we need one more, we will have this Kali Linux clone. Then the virtualization software is Oracle VirtualBox 7.0, and some other resources which we need is Wireshark. Wireshark is built in with the Kali Linux, and also sys internal suite for the Windows. Now in the first part we will examine Telnet and SSH in Wireshark. So let us begin with the first part. So we'll perform the first part in Kali Linux. So I'll start this Oracle VirtualBox, and here the Kali Linux machine. Now the next thing we need to do about Telnet is that we have to check whether the Telnet server and client are there or not. So I'll just type the command telnet here. So yes, telnet is there. So if I enter, I get this prompt. It means telnet client is already there. So now we need to install the telnet server. So I tried many options, but one of the best one is this one. We just install the busybox. So sudo apt install, then busybox static, this works actually. I tried other options but they are not working properly. So busybox static and then -y. Now after installing the busybox, so in case suppose if the telnet client is not installed, in my case it is installed, but if the telnet client is not installed, then you can install it by using this sudo apt install telnet -y. So it is already installed, so I don't need to install this. So in case if it is not installed, you can do that step. Now we need to start the server. So sudo busybox, this step is to start the telnet server so that it can accept the request. Telnet d, then -f, forward this to port 20. So 23 because telnet service, the port number is 23. Okay. Now before going to the next step, what we do is we click here and we need Wireshark to monitor the packets. So just click on Wireshark. That is the main step we have to see. Now here we'll be using the loopback interface, okay, and then the port. So TCP dot port, so dot port equal to 23. So we want to monitor this particular port. Okay. Now we come back to this terminal. Okay. Now we will type the command telnet to the local host. Okay. Telnet localhost. Now it is asking for the login. At the back side you can see this Wireshark is capturing the packets. So the login is Kali, and of course password is also Kali. So this is done. Now the main thing what we want to see is the telnet packets. Okay, so telnet is actually a remote login protocol, but it is not secure. Now why it is not secure, let us see this. So I'll just capturing this packet and I am just clicking here. So this is just negotiations. Okay, so here you can see this packet contains the data k. Okay, then this is a, then this is L, then I. So actually what is happening here in this case is that whatever data we are sending, whether it is username or password, it is going in plain text. So every packet is carrying one character. So this telnet is used for remote login, but it is not secure because our data is going in plain text. So this is not recommended. Now let us see how we can secure the remote login using the SSH. Now to study the SSH, we will start a new terminal. So first of all, let us install the SSH server. So sudo apt install open SSH dash server. So password is Kali. Okay, so it is already installed and upgraded one. Now we need to start the server. Okay, so SSH server system CTL, sorry, then start SSH. So it is started. Now next is we just replace this start with enable. So it is enabled. Okay. Even we can check the status if you want. Okay. So just status SSH. So it is listening on port number 22. Okay. So just Control C to come out. Now before going to the next step, we come back to Wireshark. So here we will just change the port to 22. So we are now interested in TCP.port 22 because this SSH is running on port number 22 as we saw before. So now we come back to this terminal. Okay. And now we start the SSH session, SSH localhost. Okay, so it is asking for password. At the backside we can see the packet capturing has started. So password is Kali for this. Okay, now let us see the captured packet. So this is SSH2 packet. Okay, so there is some negotiations also. So here you can see it is encrypted using this CHA20. Okay, so here the data which is going from client to server and back, it is actually encrypted. So we won't be able to see any information here. We can also check the packets, the contents if you want. So here suppose if I click on this any of the packet, SSH packet. So here let us see the client packet. I just click here and right click and I just click on follow this. Okay. So this is the content of the packet. So here the information you can see, we can read nothing from, we cannot get anything from this information. It is encrypted. So we can't actually say what is going on. Okay. So this is it shows how these packets are encrypted. This is the message from the server. Let us see this packet also. I just right click and follow. So this is the information from the server which is going to the client. This is also encrypted. So for remote login, SSH is preferred over Telnet because the data sent and received is encrypted. So that's all for today's session. The next two part of the video, that is the investigating attacks on Windows host and as well as investigating malware exploit, we'll do in the next video. So thanks for watching.